Okie dokie. Welcome to our team call. Thank you guys for being understanding that today the weather is insane. And oh my gosh, I was out, I had to go donate and the roads are like straight ice. And so, anyways, I hate the snow. But welcome. Oh, there's Melissa. I have not seen you in forever, I feel. Okay, so welcome to our team call. Today is January 17th, 2020. We are halfway through the first month of the year, you guys. So thinking crazy. And so today I've just been thinking about, my mind's kind of all over the place of what I want to talk about, but I want to talk a lot about having a CEO mindset, treating your business like it's the business that it is. And also, I feel like when I've talked to each one of you at different times, I feel like there's so many excuses, and I think it's distractions in life that's going on. And so it's funny because today when I was listening to my book, There's No Plan B for Your A Game, it's so good, you guys. I was listening to it and he talked a lot about distractions. So I'm going to start off with that because I feel like if we can get our distractions out of the way and be able to have this environment that we can just work when we need to work and we can keep our dreams out in front of us, because I feel like a lot of times when we have so many things going on and so many things distracting us from creating the life and the vision of our dreams, then we just slowly like go back to bad habits. We never can get out of the situation that we're in because we have all of these distractions, we have all of these excuses, and it's getting us nowhere in life. So he was talking about creating a 20-year, what did he call it? Hold on. It's like a 20-year plan, but he had a different word for it. Okay, let's see. Declaration. A 20-year declaration, like declare where you're going to be in 20 years and like imagine what it's going to take to get there. Like a lot of people give up way too soon. A lot of people feel like if they don't come out the gates like making all this money and having so much success, it's not worth it. And you guys got to realize like this could be huge if you like just decide to commit for, like, say you're going to be here for 20 years. Really, that's not a lot of years. Like when you think about it, I mean, I'll be 60. I was thinking about that. Like I'll be 60, but there are like rock star personal trainers that are 60 and killing it. Like I want to be 60 and still working out every single day and rocking this journey. So what else would I be doing with my life if I wasn't here, doing these things? So I want you guys to think about that. Like 20 years, are you gonna, like, where do you want your family to be? What does your life look like? What does your everyday look like? And how did you create that for your family? Or are you going to be stuck in the same place that you're in today and having so much regret that you didn't just go all in with life and live life the way that you wanted to live it? So I want you guys, I don't know if we have time right this instant to do this, but this is one of your assignments today. I want you to write a list of your distractions. Like what things in life distract you from creating the things you want in your life? Is it like maybe you have a certain weight goal that you want to get to in your health journey and you're still buying all the crap around your house? You're still buying junk food, you're still going out and eating fast food, you're still doing all that kind of stuff. So how are you going to get there? That's a distraction. Like if you have full on health and fitness goals, then you've got to commit to it 100% and quit buying the junk, because the junk is the distraction. Or maybe it's you're not getting up and getting your workout done early, so then your day takes over and you get distracted, and then pretty soon you're like, I'm just gonna call this a rest day because life has happened and this is hard and I will just get back to my workout tomorrow. So you've got to look at those distractions that are keeping you from hitting the goals that you want to hit. So whether it's in your business, whether it's you want to be the best mom, what's distracting you from being like the best mom? Maybe it's, your health journey. Maybe you want to show up as the best coach and lead by example for your challengers, but you've got, oh, I'm going to mute you. Hold on. Keep unmuted. Okay. So maybe you have like all of these big goals in your life but you just keep getting distracted and it's keeping you from going towards the declaration that you have and that you can see and that you want to achieve in your life. So I want you to write it out. Maybe you write out like personal goals. Maybe you write out business goals. And what is distracting you from doing the things that you need to do. And then I want you to look at that list and think about things on the list, like each thing. What distraction can you get rid of tomorrow? What distraction can you get rid of in a month, in a year? And he said, like, keep this list with you. And as you get rid of certain distractions, because you're going to make a decision, like, okay, when I go to the grocery store, I'm not going to buy junk. I'm going to stick to my meal plan and I'm going to teach my family how to eat how I eat because it will be good for them and it will bless us all in the long run. So that can be like, you can get rid of that immediately if you just make a decision that next time you go to the grocery store, you're not buying junk. Maybe you decide once a month when you go to the grocery store, you'll buy a treat. And that once a month is a treat for everybody. It doesn't have to be every time you go to the grocery store, buy all the sugar cereal, buy soda, buy ice cream, buy junk that is going to distract you from reaching your goals. So anyway, in your list, decide, like, what are you going to get rid of now? What can you get rid of in a month? What can you get rid of in a year? And along the way, there's going to be more distractions that come your way because life changes and you get busier, you might have things come up in your life that maybe you get a different job and you have this on the side. Maybe your kids are in sports this season and that's another distraction that's coming your way. And so you're going to be adding distractions to your list, but you're also going to be taking distractions away from your list and you're going to just mull through them and figure out how to make them not keep you from getting to where you want to be in life and to living life to your fullest potential. Okay, so that is like a big one. I feel like distractions are what cause so many excuses, and excuses will stop you from creating this amazing life for you and your family. And so you got to get through those distractions to get rid of excuses, all that. It's all hand in hand. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is having a CEO mindset and treating this like a business. And it's funny because I think sometimes how cheap it is to sign up as a Beachbody coach can be like a double-edged sword because $160, the price of a challenge pack, really it's $40 to sign up as a coach, but $160 to get everything you need to rock your journey and have $1 million business. It's crazy to me that we can have that, but a lot of times I feel like because it's so cheap, we don't treat it like the business that it is. And so I want you guys to ask yourself this question, like if you had to put all of your life savings or go get all these loans to put in like $250,000 to $1 million into like a franchise, would you be treating this business like say that's what this business costs? Would you be showing up as you are today in this business, or would you be working your butt off to make it like successful? And so I think that is such a huge thing to like ask yourself, because this is the $1 million business that only costs your challenge pack. Like, it's like a given to you free business that you can turn into a 7-figure business. But you have to believe it, and you have to show up for it and treat it like that's what it is. Or it's never ever, it will give you back exactly what you put into it. So if you treat it like a $160 business, you'll probably get $160 back. And that's all there is to it. So really like dig deep into that and think about, are you treating it like you would if you had invested millions into a business? And I know the heck I'm not. Like, I was listening to Emily Favre the other day talked about her and her husband were going to start a coffee shop business. And she had like the name, she had everything figured out. They went and met with an accountant, and they were going to have to get a loan for over $1 million to start this business. And so he loved her business plan. He's just going through everything. And then he's like, can I look at like where you are with Beachbody, what you like, the cost of your Beachbody business every month? Like, can we just kind of look at both? So he looked at both, and he just told her she was dumb. Like, he goes, if I were you, I would not get $1 million loan to go start a coffee shop when you have this business that if you went all in with it, you would be a millionaire. He's like, this plan is insane that you are even able to have this in your life, and you're sitting here treating it like it's nothing. And so she put down the coffee shop idea, went home, and went all in with their business. It only took a few months for her to turn it into a 6-figure business, you guys. Like, it really is a decision. And she's like, it really took someone like him that could see like that new business plans, and understood the potential I had in my hands, and told me how dumb I was. And it made me realize I was dumb. Like, sometimes it takes an outside source to show you like how amazing this is. So, and I think sometimes too, like, it's so funny to me because a lot of businesses, it takes 5 years before they even make a profit. Like, a lot of times every penny that they put into it goes to sorry, I keep getting notifications, goes to buying more product and paying their employees and paying their rent and paying all the stuff. And so a lot of times, a lot of businesses go out of business before they ever make a profit. But a lot of businesses, like, it's years before they even make $100 that they can take home in their own pocket. And so it's funny to me how some people start this business and get frustrated that they're not making thousands in their first month. And it was a $160 investment, and it's a business, you guys. Like, you have to build it. You have to build the foundation. You have to build the business, and you have to like put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and believe that you're going to make it happen. It doesn't just happen overnight, and it doesn't just happen easy. And so you have to have a growth mindset. You have to have a mindset of learning, and like, you don't expect to open a business and just know how to market everything on social media and know how to, do all the things to like grow a successful business when you've never done it. And so that is another thing about like this business that can be hard, because if you're not constantly learning something and applying it, then you're not going to grow. Like, you have to always become better and always learn how to grow. And so if you struggle with doing video, like, watch things about how to be better at doing video, or how to be better at doing lives, or how to be better at growing your social media. Like, always be in that growth mindset of, okay, this is my goal this week. Like, I'm going to grow this. I'm going to focus on this and do it. Okay. And I just want you to know, like, we all have time. Like, it's funny because a lot of times in my head, I think, oh my gosh, I don't have time for this. Like, I am so busy. I do not know how I'm going to make this happen. But then it's so funny because when things have to happen in your life, you make it happen. Like whatever the priority is of the day, no matter how busy you are, you make it happen. So you have the time. Wherever your priorities are is where you're going to put your time. So this business has to be a priority or you're never going to have time for it. And that's all there is to it. Okay. So a big thing about showing up as your CEO is knowing the back office. And I talked to Jessica about this last night, that I was going to show, like, kind of go over the back office and help you understand, like, you got to, like, check your back office every day, you guys. It's funny because I used to, like, be in my back office 20 times a day, like, and because I was talking to people all day long. So anytime I was like, in the morning I was checking my volume, at night I was checking my volume, I was like sending share cards, I was checking to see if they like followed through with their order. Like always, whatever you focus on, you grow. So if you're focusing on your volume, you will grow it. If you focus on how many coaches you have, you're going to grow it. If you ignore your back office, it will never grow. You'll never know what's going on back there. So it's got to be a priority to you. If you don't understand what is going on back there, it will never, it's your business, it's your storefront back there. And so I'm going to go really quick. We're going to just do, oh heck, hold on. Okay, I'm going to see if I can share my screen. We're just going to do just a quick little back office walkthrough. And so a big one that everyone needs to know is, as a coach, help me, I probably should close a bunch of things I have going on. As a coach, you have to have 50 personal, am I frozen? I keep freezing and I see myself freezing. Okay. As a coach, you have to have 50 personal volume on HD every single month. Like you have to have something coming in HD, home direct, for those of you who don't know, because they want something always on home direct. So if you need to, like, if you're like, I have a ton of Shakeology and you need to swap it, just swap out my order, and then then go over here. I always check my volume. So I'm going to go over, like now, I will have like no volume because today is Friday and it all like ends yesterday. So, but you're going to have a left leg and a right leg. One leg you're going to have, if you have like a strong leg, one leg will be more volume and one leg will be less. As soon as you're emerald, you give yourself a pay raise, because you start getting team cycle bonuses. So the longer you stay at coach, all the money you're missing out on. Like you have to get your butt to emerald, diamond, 2-star as fast as you can. Me and Kelly are running to 2-star as fast as we can right now. 2-star, diamond, your business just starts. 2-star, your business blows up. And so, like, emerald's great because it's like, oh, I got my first 2 coaches, it's great, but you don't want to stay stuck on emerald or diamond. Like, you just got to keep moving, because if your goal is to build a big business, make a 6-figure income in this business, you have to keep going and focus on getting to 2-star. 2-star is 2 diamonds under you. Okay, so what you want to look at with your volume is your weak leg. Your strong leg should be at least, like, it's good if it's double what your weak leg is, because every time you get 100 on your weak, 200 on your strong, as an emerald, you cycle and get $14. As a diamond, you cycle and get $18. And it seems like not very much, but as you grow a lot of volume, it can be thousands. Like it can be, you can start making a lot of money on team cycle bonuses. So that's what I kind of look at when I place people, is I want to have double the volume on this side so I can really cycle out all of my volume. And I don't have, my upline coach quit. And so I got placed on a really weird leg where I really don't have any volume coming down to me. So I am growing both of my legs by myself. So I have a lot of times have a lot of control over that. Sometimes it's a really good thing to not have a lot of help because you have all this like banked volume that you may never get to. But anyway, so with this right here, I would cycle twice because I would have 200 and 400, I'd cycle twice. But throughout the week, it grows and grows and grows, and you want to get that volume up as high as you can on both legs by Wednesday, because then Thursday it cycles out for your check the next week. Okay, and then this is your earnings of, so it's what you will get next week. So when you look at it on Thursday, it's what you'll get the next week. And then, so volume and your earnings is a big thing to look at. I've almost made $100,000 as a coach. That's kind of cool. I was looking at it last night and I'm like, in just this month, I've made $829. Like, that's awesome. And I'm only at Success Club 4. So if I was hustling and could get a lot of people in, I would be making so much money. Okay. And then when you go to monitor your business, I like to go look at my sponsorship drill down. And you can look at your personally sponsored coaches, your sponsorship drill down. I can't talk, you guys. It will bring up like all my coaches. I can click on them and see their coaches. I can see who's active, who's inactive. So I can reach out and say, hey, I'm not sure if you knew this, but you're inactive. What is going on? And there's a lot of like discount coaches that go in and out of activity. Okay, my computer's slow, so I might not sit here and show you guys this, but that's a good one to look at, is your sponsorship drill down. As you start growing a team and get a lot of coaches under you. I might show you one more thing. If my computer I will, hold on. I will get some trainings in our unit, in our team page, but really just go learn it. Like, that's, our back office has changed so many times since I became a coach, and every time I've just gone back there and gone through every single tab, learned what I needed to learn. So just have that CEO mindset of like, I'm going to check it every day. I'm going to know what's going on back there. I'm going to watch my volume as it goes up and down, so I know like where I want to place my next person. Okay. And then the next thing with being a CEO, having a CEO mindset, is showing up and sharing your business. So you guys, we're pretty lucky because in this business, we have a free marketing platform on social media. We don't have to pay like newspapers to place ads. We don't have to pay, we don't have to pay for advertising. We can do it 100% free if we just show up on social media and do what we're supposed to do every single day. So when people come to your page, do they look at your page and they think, oh, like, she's the mom, works out, drinks a shake? Or do they think, oh, she runs a business and on social media gets in amazing shape, feels amazing, and I could do it with her? Like, do they know that they can join your team? Do they know that you run this amazing business that they can do too? And I think that is one thing I need to really focus on this year, is to always be talking about coaching and what I love about it and what it has done in my life. Because you guys, like, we've been struggling this month, and the only thing that has saved us is my Beachbody business this month. And it has been a lifesaver, like paying our utility bills, paying things that have like just been really, really hard this month. And I was like thinking, I haven't even sold much this month. I've sold 2 challenge packs, yet I've made almost $1,000, and it has saved our lives this month. So um it's a blessing, and we got to talk about that. Like, I can't even tell you how many moms are at home that don't want to leave their kids, but they're struggling so bad financially and are like would die for an opportunity like this. Because I was talking to my own mom the other night, like about all my struggles, everything that's going on this month, and I'm like, but look at my Beachbody business this month. Like, it is helping so much. And she's like, what a blessing that you don't have to go get a job, that you can be at home and taking your kids everywhere and doing all the things, and you're making just as much money as you would at a full-time job. And like, I know, I am. So anyways, you got to look at the blessing in this and think about all the people it would bless their lives, because there are so many that would die for this opportunity that don't understand until you tell them. So make sure people know that you run a business, and they can do it with you. They can join your team. And then a big one that I need to work on is leading with the business instead of the discount. So when you're closing the sale and they've all decided, like, okay, I'm gonna get this challenge pack, then you need to ask them, like, okay, do you want to like sign up as a coach or a customer? And then they'll say, oh, what's the difference? What, you know? And a lot of times I say, oh, it's the same price either way, but you get a 25% discount. I lead with the discount every time. And that has been my own limiting belief mindset. And so we just need to believe so hard in this business that we want everyone to know like what it's done for us. And so we need to lead with, oh, like this coaching opportunity has changed my life. It's made me so accountable in my journey, and it's helped me create an income from home for my family. Plus, I get a 25% discount. You know, lead with the blessing of the business and throw in the discount at the end, because who doesn't want to save 25%? And at the end, you can say, and it's the same price either way. So why not save money and have the blessing of having a business, you know? So in the end, they can decide if they want to be a discount, but if they don't realize how amazing coaching is, they're going to pick discount every time if that's what you lead with. So lead with the business, lead with like every day when you're doing your gratitude. This is another thing I'm adding into my life, is every day when I'm writing my 10 things of gratitude, I'm going to write 3 things that Beachbody has impacted my life. And then that day, those 3 things that I write is going to be my driving force for everyone I talk to. Like, you guys, this business has paid all of our utility bills this month. This business just got my car out of, got a new radiator in my car. This business, like, is feeding my family and paying our gas. You know, like, there are so many things that this business can do, but you've got to show up for it and you've got to treat it like a business. And once you do, you'll have so much testimony to share with everybody around you. So let's see. Okay, and the last thing is, if you want to build a team that is successful and that does all the things, you got to do all the things. So I think that's been my hard thing this last year, is I went through like a really hard year, and I got stuck in this place of not doing all the things. And then it gets frustrating because you're like, oh my gosh, my coaches aren't doing all the things. But guess why they're not doing all the things? Because they follow your example. So I want you guys to know right now, as you get started and you are just like growing your business right now, like tell yourself, like work on you first, work on your business first, show up as your best self and lead by example, and then help your coaches. Because if your business isn't thriving, your coaches won't believe that they can do it too. And so I want that to be like Callie was thinking about today, like she messaged me, hey, I want to reverse engineer like how to get to where I want to be. And we just got talking and I'm like, you know, it's kind of hard to reverse engineer until you're 100% like consistent with all your activities for a few months, you know, like you can't say, okay, I need to talk to 30 people a day when you don't know what that 30 people a day will do until you've done it for a while. So I want you guys to make a goal of like 30 days consistent, 30 days of consistency, and set a number for each thing on your tracker. So whether it's like on Instagram, you're going to go follow 50 people. On Facebook, you're going to go friend, you know, send friend requests to 20 people every day. How many people are you going to invite? How many people are you going to go connect with every single day? And then once you do that consistently for 30 days and you know your number, you've done every day for 30 days, then you can evaluate like, hey, where am I? I'm at Success Club 20. I've talked to this many people this month. Okay, I want to be at 40 next month, so I'm going to double my efforts. You know, like it's really all about numbers and it's really all about consistency and building that momentum. And then you can see like what it's going to take to get to where you want to be. But the big thing right now, you guys, is stay in your lane, stay in phase one, finish your tracker every day. Like, you've got to have some bare minimums. Like, maybe on days where you have all the time in the world, you can have a rock star numbers list. Okay, like days like this, I'm going to 10 times my numbers. But days where it's hard and your kids are hard and you're so busy, like you need to have a bare minimum list that you get done no matter what. Because it's going to go nowhere if you don't do it. And next January, you don't want to be saying the same thing as you did last January of, okay, this year's going to be different. I'm going to be better. I'm going to get consistent. And then it's like the cycle that never ends. So, okay, I think that's all I had. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
Just kind of along with that consistency, I was thinking about that today and how my mind kind of went blank. Gosh. Yeah, it kind of went blank. But basically, like, I do not want to be, oh, I remember. Okay, so one thing that I have struggled with in the past, I'm not gonna struggle with it anymore, is just like really, like, I focus on my failures. I focus on the things that I'm not doing, and like I said this a while back, but I obsess over the wrong things instead of obsessing on how many people I can help. I obsess over not helping people, and that's just kind of ridiculous. But this morning, as I was kind of making my schedule, what I wanted, you know, like how I want to be consistent every day, it kind of hit me like to focus on the things that I have done. And I've been here for 5 years. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for what this business has done, you know, for me. On my health journey, like I don't know where I'd be. I was showing Gavin my before picture today. He didn't really want to look at it, but I showed Gavin and Squire, and Squire goes, "That looks like you, Mommy," but he's big. he still calls women he, but I'm like, that is me. I used to be big, you know, and like I just made me realize like I never had shown them that picture before. And I was telling Gavin, I said, you are the reason why I started, because I wanted to be a good mommy for you. And then Squire came along, you know, and it just like, it's life changing. And so to give that to other people, like we can't hold it back. But just focus on the things that you have done and know that you can do it. Like I never believed that I could be this consistent with my health journey and still be here 5 years down the road. Because I never showed it you know, like that I had never been able to before. So focus on those wins and then say, okay, like I'm not gonna stop myself anymore. I'm ready to go. So anyway, just what I was thinking this morning.
I love that because, and I think too, like now that we've kind of got down our fitness routine and stuff like that, like that just needs to be a part of our day. And it, you know, it's just a part of our life now. And we need to just focus on the things we're struggling. You know, we need to focus on getting consistent on those other things now, because it's true. Like our health and fitness was hard to get consistent with at first. You know, it wasn't like this easy thing, but now we just got to get consistent with building and doing and talking to people every single day. Like that's the thing that's holding every single one of us back. And so anyways, it's so true. Like it feels amazing to know, like, oh my gosh, it's been 5.5 years. I'm still here. And I used to couldn't stick with anything for 30 days, you know, like it's amazing. And so, and when you look, like when I look in my back office and see how many customers I have and how many challengers I've signed up, and like it's mind blowing how many people's lives I have changed. And so, anyways, anyone else have anything? Okay. We got this, girls. Let's just write your list of distractions. One thing he said, like if social media is a distraction for you and you find yourself scrolling all day, delete it from your phone and only get on social media when it's time to work. And I'm like, oh, it's such a good idea, because I find myself watching stories. I find myself scrolling social media. And if you have business hours and you don't have social media on your phone to scroll, you just download it at the time you are doing your business hours, then you aren't gonna get distracted by it all day long. So there's so many different things, like write your distractions and then come up, because social media is a big distractor for me. I know that. So, and figure out a game plan of how you're not gonna let it distract you anymore, and write out your life, like what you can see you and your family doing in 20 years. I think that's so cool. I think big things could happen in 20 years. Hey, mister. Okay, love you guys. Have a great Friday. I can't see. What's up?
Picture.
Cute. Oh, a picture. Yes. I'm like, cute phone. Oh, that's funny.
Lyle, you're taking pictures.
Yeah, last time Jessica took the best picture.
Look at the computer.
Like my hat is making a shadow.
Look at the computer. All right.
I'm sure we got something. Well, that one's not bad. Okay, have a great day. See you guys later.